So this is a video I'm doing around LinkedIn and the LinkedIn banner. So this is one person that I'm connected to, and I just wanted to share with you how her LinkedIn banner looks like. But there are some additional LinkedIn banners that we will have a look at, and then I help you to build it. The reason why I help you to build it is that I know a lot of people that ask me about how do you do your LinkedIn banners? And I like to play around with them, but because I played around so much with them, I kind of know how you can create them. And that's the reason why I decided to make this video. So if you're interested in building up and giving yourself a better LinkedIn banner, then here you can go. So this is one example of Charlotte, and she's a marketing freelancer. So you see here her banner. But some additional banners that you can look at is, for example, one here, this guy, Matthias Pfaff, he's doing a banner about enterprise AI. We are hiring. So this is a completely different banner that he's using. Then we have Richard Branson, for example. He also has a banner here. He puts himself in there, but then some ideas of what he's currently up for. And then we have my own banner, which is just a very simple one where I just say basically have a quote here. So how do you do them? I do them in Canva. So I use the pro version of Canva, but you can also do this with the non-pro version, and I will show with you how. So I have this file here, LinkedIn banner profile, and you see I have a lot of them in here. So this is my current one, but I also played around with different versions and different colors, and then basically decided which one I like the most. So how do I create them? I go into Canva. And in Canva, I say I want to create a new design. And I put in YouTube, not YouTube, sorry. I put in LinkedIn. And then we see here different options. And normally it's this LinkedIn background image that you find. If you don't find this, or if you don't want to do this with Canva, what you can always do is you can go to Google and you can put in LinkedIn profile banner size. And then it will give you here the specific sizes of this LinkedIn banner, as well as any other kind of LinkedIn image that you want to have. I normally prefer to open this one, a fully comprehensive LinkedIn size guide for images. And then you have everything that you need. And then you can also go to whatever design tool you can think of. And then here we can start building it. And so in Canva, you see the pro version, so you can't use the pro versions. But for yourself, what you can do is you can go to elements, for example, and just say, I want to have a specific form in here. And we put this in here. And then we put the form up here. And then we can give it a color. So whatever color you prefer. So maybe give it a bit of a blue, or maybe, even we make a bit of a shade here. I think I like that shade. So we have a bit of a shade, and then we can put a text. We can even, play around with text. So these are more the pro text, but we can just take one of those texts and we can say, as an example, marketing consultant. And then we make this a bit bigger. We gave it a bit of a different color. So maybe we give it, no, that's not a good color. We have to play around. Maybe we stay with that color to make it more visible. So yeah, let's make it a bit bigger. Consultant, and we can put this here, for example. And then we can say marketing consultant, and we can put a button, for example. So how do we put a button? So we use, for example, this here. Make this a bit like that. And then we can say, reach out if you want to work with me. Work with me. And we can make this white here as well. Make it a bit bigger, like this. And then what we can do is we can add an image of ourselves. This is not good, so we need to make this a bit like putting it down. We can add another text here. Focus on, or we cannot even do focus on, right? But what we can do is we can, for example, say we do the elements here. we put one in here, this one, and we say digital marketing, for example. So we can say digital marketing, making this a bit bigger. And then we can copy paste that one. And we can say content marketing, and in that one, marketing. And then we can say, okay, we want to have maybe an image of ourselves. So I have some images here. Let's see where I have an image of myself. So here's an image of myself. I can work on the image. This, however, now is a premium version. So if you don't want to do this, you have to have another tool where you can just Google it to get the background away from yourself. So now I can put myself in here, maybe put it that way. So now I can put myself in there. Then I can make this a bit bigger as well. Maybe we don't want to use Lato. Maybe we want to use a different font. So we could use, what's this one? Oh, maybe we take that one. So now we have a different font here. And then we can have these four, move them a bit up. And then we can put this in here. So you don't obviously need to have this. I kind of sometimes like to have a button in there, but you could also say, like, I don't know, let's do it differently. So we copy paste the whole thing. That's what I normally do. And then we just cut this out and we can say, okay, let's make this whole thing a bit bigger. So like that. And then we make these ones a bit bigger as well. We put this in here. We make this a bit bigger as well. We put this in here in the middle. And now, yes, we are kind of done. We could also, like add some additional things here. So we could say, okay, maybe I want to have a third one. No, not that way. I want to have a third one that way. And then I can put this down here. And I can say, maybe Marketing Academy. And I can make this now in a different color because we used the same color beforehand. So we could say, for example, join my Marketing Academy. And then we could even, like put a logo here or put a little icon there. So we could say, okay, I want to have an icon of subscribe maybe. And then we have a pro, but we also have non-pro. So let's take the non-pro. This is a huge one, so we need to make this a bit smaller here. Yeah, the question where we put them. So I'm not really sure how I want to put this. Well, we could say, like put this a bit here in that direction. We just have to be really careful that we don't move it in that point where we have our own image here. But then we could put this in, make this a bit smaller. And we could say subscribe. I don't really like it. Don't do this. We can just move, like take this one, put this in here. And now we move this up again in the middle. Put this a bit here, put this little thing up here, make this a bit bigger, like this. Moving this now in here. And now we can give this a different color. So we can say maybe we want to have this in a blue color. No, it disappeared. No, it didn't. Or we say, okay, maybe we want to have more this color, let this blue. No, I think I like this one more. So now It's maybe not the best colors here. We could play around a bit with these colors here. I think these colors, I don't really like them. I want to have a bit of a different coloring. So maybe this one, for example, or we go with one of these more colorings that are fitting to my own outfit. And then we could give this here, for example, like this one. So we would more be in this coloring, but at the same time, it wouldn't exactly be the coloring again from the background. But then for the background, we could also, for example, choose a more white background. I find this a bit boring, or a bit like this background. And then we make this one here white as well, or choose this color, for example, make this a tiny bit bigger. And then we have here, for example, one option of how you can create this, and then you can just choose of sharing it. You can download it here. You can choose, basically you don't really need to choose anything. You choose the page that you want to have. You say done, download, and then it downloads, and then afterwards you can upload it on LinkedIn. How do you upload it on LinkedIn? Basically, this works by going to LinkedIn. So this is my profile again, and you click here on this little pen. You go to the pen, and then here you can change the image. You have some filters, you can adjust it, you can straighten it, you can zoom it, but this is how it works. So you change the picture, and then you just click on apply. And in that moment, you have your new image banner. So as you see, some easy steps. The important thing, I think, is that you just know what you want to have there. I think sometimes the easiest one is just to have a quote. But if you want to present more specifically what you're up to, what you're doing, then, for example, you can either hire, or you say something about what you are actually doing, or you are looking and sharing a project that you're working on. With that, I hope this was helpful, and have a great day.